Warlords, it is the DarkBriton back after a long break. But in case you didn't know, One Piece is finally returned with chapter 1087. And the Runaway Warlords, as always, are here to break it down. And just like normal, I am joined by my wonderful partner in crime, Samurai Drew. What it do?
Dab. I made sushi last night, so I'm feeling hella Japanese.
There you go. Look at you with your little culturalness. Was it good sushi?
Yeah, it's like a California roll, like imitation crab meat, all that. I made it for a bunch of people, and they all said, "Wow, Drew, that's really impressive."
Okay.
So, learn some sushi. It's a good party trick.
My dude, he's growing up and becoming an adult. And in that, we have... Oh, I just opened it up. Chapter 1086. Sorry, 1087. My fault. Battleship Bex. Oh. We've got an Ace cover page reader request. Wow, this has been a minute, actually. It looks like he's... Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure capybaras, smoking. It's illegal. It's illegal in Japan. You can't do that. It's a law. No, I don't know if that's illegal or not. That's sick. It's such a cool idea.
You've got reader request, a capybara enjoying a bath over a fire started by Ace. By Hashimoto Kaitaku. Yeah, and it looks like the one in the bath is just having a lovely little cigar. I'm hoping it's cigar. It looks a little too tightly wound up, so we'll see. I'm not necessarily sure who.
Capybaras are the largest living rodents in the world.
They are.
They're Greek. The word comes from a Greek word, water plus pig.
I actually like that. Thank you for shouting that out, because I had no idea. I do like this reader request because it has been so long since we've really seen Ace, I think, which is weird because he popped up in Wano and we're like, oh, Ace. And now, yeah, the Fire Fist. And as we go in, any thoughts before we go into this chapter, Drew? I'll probably take the next two, right?
No, perfect. Battleship bag. Weird. I'm thinking of like Scottish bagpipes, like the battleship bags. I don't know, but we'll see.
It's very interesting. So we sadly only have 15 pages, but keep in mind that in general, Oda normally hits us with some heat when he gives us 15. So, all right, I'm going to jump on. Oh, good, and we're right into it. Ship graveyard near Naval Base G1. Excuse me. Battleship bags. Yeah, instead of what on earth? Yeah, instead of punching bags. Those marks come from punching the armored hulls of battleships at this scrapyard. I swear, Garp is a monster. A much younger Vice Admiral Garp. In fact, it's a daily practice he's kept up for decades. And the one who is saying this is homeboy who does the bounties. I can't remember his name, but it looks like he's talking to Full Body and Jaku? Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson.
Right. No, you're totally right. Look at that. Hey, look, he got buff.
Full Body got a little bit buffer, yes. Interesting. So we're at Garps. Instead of a punching bag, he had battleship bags. This is who Garp was. Like he was.
I want to see like the Japanese way they say it. I'm really hoping that it sounds cooler in Japanese.
Oh yeah.
Like maybe it's it has a better flow to it, and then they're like, well, this is the translation, but really it's like chukaju or whatever. I don't know.
It has to be like an onomatopoeia kind of thing. Like the way it's said has like a dual meaning or something.
But I love the idea though.
Wait, he still does it? Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm thinking that the only the battleships are lined with sea prism stone, right? So it kind of makes sense that the only thing that can nullify devil fruits, right, are sea prism stone. The only thing that can nullify that beyond that is hockey, right? So these hockey punches going through the sea prism stone, right?
Which is insane.
And, Anyway, just a glimpse into the future a little bit about how powerful hockey is versus sea prism stuff. know?
Very true. This is turning out to be a very hockey-centric arc, really, because let's look at the themes. Big Mom was the Paramecia Devil Fruits, and then you had the Zoan Devil Fruits, and now you're really getting into what seems like the hockey type arcs or tropes or whatever we want to call it. So this is quite fascinating. So the strength of why are there two? The other one was his apprentice, former Admiral Aokiji. So Aokiji started punching like that, working out like this too. That's interesting.
Oh my god, I just got my words just shoved back in my throat here. Go ahead.
The rule of Battleship Bags is that you can't use hockey or powers. Get out. The strength of those heroes wasn't gifted at birth. Wait. So Aokiji did that without hockey and without his powers. In my head, I was thinking like he's throwing like giant ice punches. But no, Aokiji is a dude. Okay. I've got one more page. What do you have on this panel for panel? Because I don't really have much.
My mind's blown. Well, we're just like we're hyping up two things here. How powerful these two are. Like in general, these two, right? And under their base, they are very powerful. You know, admirals in their own right, even without the powers, right? Number two, the connection that Garp has with Aokiji. That those two were one of the hardest trained ones. Like they could, those two could accomplish this. We didn't see Koby do this, so we're assuming right now that this is a feat that Koby did.
No.
Like for the next panel, that we're proving wrong here. So
but you could kind of assume to that point to kind of build up where you're saying is that this is what Kobe's going to be doing next.
Yes. Oh, one other thought is this also kind of shows you that Aokiji and Garp are evenly matched. Actually, like they can both do this.
That's fair. I can't disagree with that, but I'll shake my head as I'll think about that one.
You think about Aokiji obviously has the upper hand, right?
Yep, and I also think this is doing a lot of foreshadowing for what's gonna if we're matching these two up like this. Oh my goodness.
Koby's nemesis, Aokiji. Oh my god, that would be insane. Go ahead.
No, I'm talking more about the red flags for Garp.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I love the fact that this stupid island is moving and alive now. Okay, Pirate Island, full of lead, new world. Ah! And someone hit the ground and it's like the big old dude. San Juan Wolf got knocked clean into the water. How does Garp do that? Haul him up into the air before he drowns. But how? You call this guy a legendary hero? Junk and Spitfire.
There we go.
Okay, interesting. So Garp flipped over San Juan Wolf and he's now like literally on his head. And then Drunken guy is coming after him. And that's all I've got. Pretty straightforward.
It's a fast action panel.
Yeah. So unless you've got anything, you can go ahead and take over for your next two.
Okay, so I'm saying we got Garp and he's got his hands on like 3 pirates and uses them as a shield against the big flames and tosses them to the side. And Garp is looking hella cool right now.
Oh, and you got a double page. Oh, it's so cool.
So, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go to the bottom and read the bottom part, or am I supposed to go all the way back to the top?
I think you can now, since you got that little panel back where they burned up, you can now go to the middle.
So I go to I go all the way up into the top left, and I go, what are you thinking, Garp? Are you trying to destroy this entire pirate island? Pirate fireballs! That's hot, knock it off! And so there's just a bunch of chaos, a bunch of flames running around, and Blackbeard's crew, obviously disorganized, throwing flames at their own people, not caring about collateral damage, obviously, which isn't that, anyway, Pokemon. Okay, bunch of flaming people, yeah, ow, 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 and look at those eyes on the island, the teeth, the sheer shock, and I love how the little panel that's Blackbeard's throne room right there is his nose. Yeah, a bunch of really great set pieces here.
The fact that he let people catch on fire and now he's throwing them like grenades into the audience.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, that's funny.
That's what they meant by pirate fireballs. He's literally he lit them lit on fire, and then he's like, huh, what do I do here? Blah, 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 blah. And he just starts launching them at everyone. This dude is a mad lad. I just don't know how else to say it.
If Commodore Teach comes back and sees the town all wrecked like this, he's gonna kill the lot of us. The whole lot of us. Does he stand up against so many without losing a step? This old man's crazy! And Garp is looking young, polished, ready to go. You know what I mean? Like he's looking like the eye of the tiger right now.
He's got a little bit of a good scuff over his right eye. We're looking at it on that left side of the panel. But yeah, this is just pure. He's happy.
That's somebody else's blood.
Oh yeah. Well, again, him and Kuzan were scrapping, and Kuzan's probably going to come back up from the depths here pretty soon. But unless you've got anything, it'll be my turn for my two.
Yep.
Since you got a lovely little double panel of the island just being like, what's going on? All right, lads. On to 6 and 7. What? Report for Vice Admiral Garp. All the captives and sailors, including the injured, are off the island. Oh, that was what? Whoa! That was quick. So is he on the island alone? Oh, okay. So we've got Kujaku, and then we've got Tashigi, and it looks like Tashigi's got Hibari. And looks like they're warming her up. Hang in there, Hibari. Take your time thawing out of the frozen. I hope Captain Koby's okay. Did he stay? We're ready to sail as soon as you are. This dude. Pull back, we're done. Yeah. Come on, Koby, Gus Helmeppo. Yes, sir, this place lives up to its reputation. There's no end to the pirates swarming about. So yeah, you've got... Oh, I see Helmeppo back there with his little knives. And so I'm guessing that's Koby who just kicked the guy. And then Goose, sorry. Groose has his little mallet. So, okay.
His clay mallet.
His little, yeah, because he is like the clay guy, clay bro. So, okay, so, everyone is off. Garp even took off the jacket, just out here in the black. I've got nothing. I'm going on to my second to last page, unless you've got a breakdown.
This is so good, and I'm so pumped, and we're about to see.
We've got the squad. Oh, how have we never gotten this? Here comes Kuzan. I'm afraid I can't let you leave yet, Garp. And now you have the squad photo of Garp, Groose, Koby, and Helmeppo. I think this is our first like squad photo for the Marines, actually. Of like, all right, here's your troop. Let's get it. Oh man, I should have left earlier. I don't want to die. Wheeze, Helmeppo. When you mentioned the future of the Navy, Garp, did that include me? Says Groose. You want to keep going, Kuzan. Watch out for Blackbeard's officers, says Koby, hoof hoof. And then you've got some guy in the background. But yeah, a little squad photo. And then listen up, boys. When I say, whoa, when I say the word run for the shore, just make it out alive. Go. Yes, sir. I think Garp might die.
I know. Am I even ready for that? I'm too happy that one. You know, I'm like jiggling and like, so I feel like if he dies right now, I'm not going to be in the right mental state for this.
Right? It's it's going to be a very hard, different.
There's no way. They're gonna give him a good fight. They're gonna give him a whole ass chapter before. If the next chapter is Monkey D. Garp, he's dead. He's dead. Yeah, agreed.
Okay. Yeah, and it Battleship Bags. So that's the name of the chapter. Battleship Bags.
In recognition of the bond that these two have.
If Kuzan calls out Battleship Bags on each other, and they're just like, what was the Yu Yu Hakusho where they're on the knives and they're just like, screw it, let's do this, and they just start punching each other. Low key.
That's a great prediction. I love that prediction, and yes, that would be great. It's like, how about this? Let's do Battleship Bags, and winner, standing.
Last man standing.
There's no way that Garp isn't. Remember Luffy's first challenge to Aja? He's like, "Hey, let my crew go. It's you and me," and he always lets the crew go. It's his morals, his morals.
It is.
Morals.
It is, and I'm very.
Oh, you called that for sure. I am hyped. I am 100% on that train right now. Go ahead.
We're on you, so you're.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yep, your turn.
Okay. Here we go. Oh shit. Okay.
Right?
All
yeah.
All right.
Brace yourself.
Oh my. Oh no. We didn't free all the captives. Hang on, I'll save you. Thank goodness we didn't leave yet. It's a trap, you fool! Huh?
This dude.
Garp comes in.
God damn it!
It's frickin' Kiryu of the mist or whatever, right?
Yep.
And his invisible fruit power, and we barely get there in time. And it goes right to the middle of his stomach. So this is not a killing blow. This is not a killing blow. It's in the middle of the stomach. We've seen this millions of times in One Piece, right? So we'll see what happens here. But it doesn't go through the heart. So we'll see what happens.
I've got nothing. Just go. I've got nothing. Koby. God damn it, Koby.
Yeah, you know what? But Oda had to make it like, okay, he was falling to save his comrade, and then Koby was trying to help somebody. Like, what can you do? But also, Kobe's a fool here, and hopefully he can. This is why I'm saying that if Aokiji might be. Anyway, okay, we'll see. Okay, Garp is having a death look right now in the next panel. We see a darkened look by Garp, and that is not a good panel to have. And what? And Koby sees the sword coming out of him, and Garp does the Demon Slayer move of giving a good punch while being stabbed in the gut because he has a good range on his host. It's one of the samurai moves that on one of your last strikes, you let them get the hit, and then you can have a close range. You can have a close range ending blow like what he has. And Shuri goes, hey, small time impel down thug, and yeah, it's Shiryu, an invisible man. He ran Iron Garp through with his sword. The old man's weakened now.
And it's all because of Koby. I'm trying not to get very upset with Koby. I'm trying very hard, but it very much looks like he's the reason Garp's about to die.
Luffy would fall for this.
About saving one last person?
Yeah.
I don't know, but
wait a minute. You're kind of right, because he'd be like, well, he wouldn't. Oh, that's tough, man. I think he would.
And also the fact that Koby has advanced observation hockey, it's just like, it's just it's frustrating. I'm very frustrated right now, and I don't want to take this away from anyone watching, but like I'm very pissed off at Koby right now. Garp. Oh, and again, Shiryu's just been quiet this whole time. Shiryu hasn't said a damn thing.
We've been waiting for him to show up.
Oh man, I'm gonna.
Zero's gonna punk his ass, I swear.
Dude, this has been a roller coaster of emotions. I'm next, and I'm going on to 10 and 11. Wow. We get another flat. Oh god, Garp. It's nothing. Go to the ship. This is all my fault. You stepped in to save me. Yes, Koby. It is your fault. Don't flatter yourself, Koby. He was after me the entire time. Garp's weakened. We might even be able to take him down. And here come all the pirates. Let's go. There's an entire fortune sitting right. How much is Garp worth? There's an entire fortune sitting right before our eyes. How many stars does Garp have? Take him down. I need to know how many stars. Oh my god! He has king! Oh! Garp's got a 3 crown bounty, same as an admiral. He's worth 3 billion berries. His bounty is the same as Luffy's. That is amazing. Garp is worth more. Oh my god. Out of the way, you scrubs. He could have both arms. He could have both arms and legs trussed up. And you still couldn't kill Garp. 3 crown bounty. So 1 crown is a bill. Admiral. So I'm guessing it sounds like the admirals have the most, as far as their bounties go.
This is about. Like, why did it just 3 billion? Like, why did they take about?
I don't know. I don't even know anymore. Yeah, right. Like each one's 2.999. Jeez. We get Garp's back. He might die. Any breakdown in this one?
No. Let's go to the next.
All right. Ice Glove. An apprentice? Don't tread on my freedom. Learn from the Navy instructors. I'm done with that. I'm ready for the next level. Take me on as a present. Shut up. Buzz off. You better not use hockey. It won't help. It won't help you learn. I can't even use that stuff. Ow. Oof. Dome. Gonk. Dome. Can't believe my son. Can't believe my son's a damn revolutionary now. What? Dome. Dome. Oh, that's pretty cool. It went dome, gonk, dome, thud, dome, dome.
Changing seasons, you got summer, winter, fall. Yeah, like you can see that the different days.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, okay, this day this happened. It's like, and then they're out there training together day after day, and then they're talking. Okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah, they're just literally just shooting it. This is just. Oh, this is. Actually, no, it's you. It's you.
I know. And Doom, the dome, that is a really famous word paneling by Oda whenever he unveils something. Dome. And anyway, it's kind of interesting. The D, just saying, the dome.
That's fair.
Anyway, okay. Now, okay, I'm the next. Now my grandson says he'll be a pirate. I won't stand for it. Why is that my problem? Kuzan, let's have a snack. I'm too busy. I'm an admiral now. Get us some tea. Ugh. You raised a formidable foe. Okay, now we go back to the real president. Okay, dang, I gotta slow down now. You raised yourself a formidable foe. Consider yourself expelled, you dunce. Boom. They're both pocketing up. And we can see the lightning coming out. Now, we don't know if Kuzan's using his Converse hockey.
Yeah.
But we sure as hell know that Garp is using it. And he is throwing himself into this punch. These guys might be playing some kind of AAA level game here. But the fact of the matter is they're both fighting to kill and survive right now. They're absolutely going to they're absolutely going at each other. So there's no doubt about that. Is there?
No, and the fact that Garp has a stomach sword wound through his stomach for me is just like, it would be even keeled if he didn't have that sword wound. It'd be even keeled if Garp literally did not have a hole in his stomach.
We're trying to break down Koby to bring him back up, okay? We gotta see, we got, like, Koby, we gotta break him down, man. We gotta break
He's
him
about
down.
to get broken down after that. If Garp dies, Koby is about... Oh my god. And it's Luffy's grandfather? Like Koby, wow. Wow. Okay.
Now, you still have all of the Blackbeard pirates running around, and while Garp is at minimal capacity right now, anyone you can see a Blackbeard stab in the back at any second right now.
Well, you got a stab in the front from Shiryu. But you've got one more page, man, and then I'll finish it.
Okay, here we go. Oh, one more page. Whoops.
Yeah.
Okay. And then boom, and they both go flying. Oh, cool.
Okay, they split up. Okay, good.
We did take a half a breath. At least maybe Koby can get a final word. Garp. And we got it. So okay, he's with the boys. Your chances of escape are meager to none. You're on Pirate Island, where the stream of pirates never ends. You think that ship off the shore is safe? Allow me to demonstrate the power of the Isle fruit.
I think we're good to just move on, bro.
Yes, go.
All right. Oh, we got a double page. Habari, Huff. Can someone tell me where Koby is? I'm sorry, I've been a burden on y'all. Wow, she really is hard up for Koby. He'll be back any moment now. We're just glad you're all right. Wait, whoa, what's that? Open the newspaper, and it's Blackbeard this and that. Well, we want to make a name for ourselves too. So here's a sneak peek at tomorrow's headlines. Get the hell out of here. The great Vice Admiral Garp leads a team of promising elite troops in an attempt to rescue, an attempted rescue of the naval hero Captain Koby. But the dreaded powers of Valo Pizarro, fourth captain of the Blackbeard Pirates, bring them to a tragic end at Pirate Island. And it looks like the island is about to stand up, because he's got some legs on that thing too. No, you can't stop. There are civilians on that boat. Koby, don't panic. Justice will prevail. Okay.
Delusional, or does he know something we don't?
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been able to say this, but I think this is the perfect time for us to pivot into a sip and discuss, a toast to kicking butt. MVP of the chapter. That's the discussion we'll have throughout, and we'll decide the thumbnail on that.
Koby.
Koby is not the MVP of the chapter. Koby is the detriment of the chapter. Please,
He put himself in harm's way to help a civilian.
It feels like Odin all over again, with them tricking him with Momonosuke. It's like Chichiwe, and then it was like the one lady pretending to be Momo. Like I'm very frustrated. And we can go ahead and start the discussion there. No one asked where Shiryu was. That's hilarious. Never thought about that one. But yeah, Koby to, in the heat of everything, immediately just be like, oh, we missed one in the location that he's at. It was a very bad lapse, and unfortunately for him being the advanced observation hockey person, makes it even more frustrating. Because obviously he had lost his cool and couldn't tell that there was well,
do you know the concept of fatal mistakes?
Oh, it definitely was a fatal mistake.
Well, but in storytelling, though, like, this is like, it feels like more of a narrative choice than like a fault of Koby. Like, this is what we want. We want him to. This is what Oda's thinking, right? I want Garp to protect Koby, and that's the reason of that he fell, right? Just like Chopper and Hero, right? Or whatever. But the idea that he's passing the torch on to Koby, he wants us to really feel that, and I do feel this is a cheap way to do that. I feel
True.
more interesting you could have made that. Koby goes up mano against Burgess, like in the wrestling guy, you know, like they start battling it out, and then Shiryu comes up and tries to stab him in the back as he's battling. That would have been decent. That would have been really decent. But this part, I think it's cheap. It makes Koby look like he's a fool, and we know he's not. You know?
And that's the difficult part, because all this, it literally is in the 11th hour too. Like they're good. Everyone's on the boats. Let's get out of here. The moment it's less like, now let's run, and it's just like, oh, we have to save one more person, and it's the hero, the savior complex with Koby, for me, is what does it. Luffy does save people in a similar way, but he's more of a liberator, where Koby is like, I have to save everyone. And it's like, go ahead.
No, the battleships thing. Do you think, like, okay, so Oda's got his checklist, right? And he's going down the list. Oh my God, we're still dealing with Egg Island. I still have to kill off Garp. I have to kill off Shanks. He has all, you know, or whatever his ideas are. He's like, I have to get these all done right now. And so let's just do this. How are we gonna kill Garp? Okay, how would you kill Garp?
Are you asking? Honestly, in this manner, having his former protege take him out while he's defending his newest protege.
How do you hand off the torch to Koby?
Koby is the one who takes out the Isle fruit, but Garp dies to Kuzan, giving him the chance to do that.
Apparently he's got to speed the story along or something, you know? It is interesting. But this is the quickest way to get it done, you have to admit. It's like a half of a top part of the chapter. My guess is that originally what he had was that he just gets stabbed, right, by Shiryu. You know, like it's just, you know, because that could be possible too. Just like he's out of nowhere.
Oh yeah.
But then they wanted to. They're like, he has observation hockey, and I was like, oh well, let's have him distracted. He's distracted. That's why. Then this. It's terrible. You know what? So yeah, I agree with you. So let's just take it as the awful mistake by Koby, and we don't like Koby right now. I agree.
He is forever the good boy, but right now it's just like, man, you really messed up. You really, and there's no other way of looking at it. Like, you really messed up. And hopefully this is something that he can learn from. Again, if Garp does die, the biggest frustration for me is that him and Luffy never talked about Ace after Marineford. Like, they have not met since Marineford. That's the hardest part for me if Garp dies, and I'm trying not to get emotional. But, like, I've known Garp since I was 17. Like, this is...
Well, it's time to chop him down, though. I'm ready for him to die, though. Okay, listen, I love him.
I'm open to it. It's just... Yeah. This will be big.
So Garp is like on the ground right now. He's just catching his breath, basically. And so we can imagine, like, whatever. How the hell is this hand? This is so confusing. So the hand comes down, and let's say it just splatters the ship. Carnage kills everybody, or it drowns whoever, and it obliterates the ship. Let's say that's the case, right? Koby and the crew are left on Pirate Island, back to being prisoners. Interesting. Then Luffy comes and saves them. Because apparently the Marines are like, hey, they're on their own suicidal mission. We can't help them.
Well, they're swords, so yeah, they're not aligned. But we don't know. I don't think Garp is. It didn't seem like he was a member of Sword. So if he is captured, are they gonna do like a mission to rescue him, kind of thing? Doubtful.
Luffy's gonna be their last chance.
I just don't see Garp living. I really don't. Unfortunately.
What do you think? Is the ship gonna be saved?
I think that Koby is gonna save the ship and then watch Garp die and then get away. even like Kuzan even allowing him to get away. Kuzan killing, if Kuzan kills Garp, I could see him allowing Koby to get away. I could see that. Also, so because fact that how can we talk about the fact that Garp and Luffy have the same bounty? Like, that's amazing. They are 3 billion berries. That is,
feels like
it's amazing.
A lot of pirates right now at 3 bill, doesn't it?
Well, we only know of the 4.
Why?
Yeah. Well, again, we didn't think we'd get to these numbers ever, but Garp being so he's a triple crown, which is hilarious. All the Marines are triple crowns. I'm guessing Akainu might be a little bit more. I wonder. Do you think that the Revolutionary Army is worth more, or do you think that the admirals are the very most?
Oh no. I think the people under Dragon are in the 3. You know, maybe like Kobe's like 3 bill as well, just to make everyone feel good.
I doubt that. Koby might be 2 or 1.
Yeah, 2. Yeah, 1 or 2. But Dragon, okay, from the government, theorized by me to be 10 billion. I feel like that's his
You're
number.
going 10. Okay.
Because it's big. It's the most ever. It makes sense. He's been #1 enemy for years. He knows most, a lot of the secrets, I'm sure. 10 bill makes the most sense to me. Simply trying to throw out the government. The pirates aren't doing that. The pirates are just wreaking havoc on people they don't care about.
Oh no, sorry. I just realized that we got Garp's bounty in the same chapter that the guy who gives out the bounties was in.
Oh yeah, the guy with the hairdo. Yeah.
The guy who does the Marine bounties was in this chapter. Even I'm just like, oh, this is the guy who does the bounties for all the pirates, and I'm like, oh, and now we get Garp's chapter.
Right
one?
after Alabasta, I think, because I just rewatched that.
That was his first appearance. That is so, and that's a great parallel that we get him. So every time we see him, we see a bounty gets revealed, no matter what, which is a very interesting little writing articulate from Oda on Oda's part. That is absolutely amazing. What else? Are we thinking from this chapter?
No, I just want to go into Aokichi's, like, he's got to be playing a level 18 game, but the way that those panels happen, he's kind of back off-ish. And when I look back on Aokichi, the lazy justice thing, because he's inactive to do something doesn't necessarily mean he's a great guy.
That's a really good point.
For instance, okay, I want to go back to like when him and they were talking. He's like, "Yeah, my grandson." And he's like, "I don't care," and you can take that 2 ways. Like that's how close they were, or that he's always been a little standoffish. Because that would make, if you're thinking about somebody who's betrayed you after all these years, when you think back and that there was a lack of admiration, because like I'm sure he does think that Garp is his mentor, and like he's like, oh yes, I understand, he was the one that brought me up in the Navy, but it could be that this is actually the fall of Kuzan here, that Kuzan is evil, and he's gotten himself into a pickle. He's got to go all the way now,
There's no backing out of this.
It's like being part of a gang, right? And then like the initiation comes up, and they're like, "Hey, you're almost in the gang. You just gotta kill this person." And then they unveil the mask, and it's like their little brother or something. It's like, "You kill this person, or you're out of the gang, and we kill you both, or whatever." It's like, it's a situation. That's what happens in these gangs.
We do have ourselves a situation. And with One Piece, this is kind of how it, par for the course. Let's see here. As we jump in.
Okay, no, I got
okay.
So Garp and so do you think there's a chance that Kuzan is like big gameplay going to stab Blackbeard in the back at the end?
I don't, at this point, I truly don't know. Because this could be like an X-Drake, completely undercover, and sword and all of that stuff. It could be. But with just them hanging out at the bar and just talking, and it just really being a sort of like Blackbeard making the point, we all just have common goals. We're not necessarily best buddies here. Like, we're seeing it's being depicted more and more that Kuzan literally is in this side, in the more, especially with this backflash that we got of battleship bags and them training together, and slowly over the years it going from can't believe my son's a revolutionary, and he's like, what? And he's like, now my grandson's a pirate. And it's just like Kuzan has literally been the voice someone Garp could talk to while training this for decades. They've been training buddies for decades. And I love that Garp had a very same mentality when Kuzan approached him that Luffy did when the Grand Fleet approached him. It's like, this isn't me. Back off. Like, I don't need this. I'm not anyone special. I'm just doing my own thing. Because he didn't truly take him on as his apprentice. He just said, hey, just start doing what I'm doing.
He like sensed that he was a bad apple.
Maybe.
But that's also the thing, it's like, you're not my apprentice, but they like join him and it's like, okay, you're kind of my apprentice.
We don't know.
Kuzan could resent him for that. But I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know that one. I don't know if Kuzan would resent over that. Because he was saying very like, not casually, but like nonchalantly, like, oh, you're gonna protect your new one from your old one. Oh, you picking favorites of your proteges. Also, young Garp was a stud. Like, okay, young Garp, all right, young Garp.
And and he's had that scar since the rocks incident.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, on the left eye, all of them got something going on. The left side, the left eye. Oh man, I was thinking about Garp's like philosophy. You know, he's like, I can't believe my son. Do you think you know, like the old man's cold heart, you know, but when you know he's a D himself and he realizes the danger of the government, but I'm sure Garp feels that even in the hands of a little darker of a force, it's better than in the hands of the damn pirates, you know, the Yankees or whatever. And so when he says this stuff, I wonder if it's like, damn him for going against it, but like if it's like half proud, you know, like it's a yelling proudness, like I don't know. It's like I disapprove of this, but I'm kind of proud of them for having, you know, I really disapprove of this. Isn't that awesome? You know, that they're going against my wishes. You know, isn't that awesome that they're doing their thing? You know.
I mean, he laughed multiple times at that, so it's like. Sorry, I'm just agreeing with you. Like he was laughing and just being like, my grandson, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you think that you're saying thumbs up to my grandson?
No, he literally said that at multiple points when he was finding out about Luffy. That's my grandson. Ah, ha, ha, ha. I think it was Impel Down. It was like, oh, that's my grandson. I'm
saying like the point's already been said.
Like he said that multiple times when they're causing trouble. It's just like, meh. He does have that initial, they became a pirate, but like when, what was it? When they used the Coup de Burst with Kuzan, whoa! At the end of Innie's lobby to get away from Garp. Garp was super proud. He was super proud. I keep on forgetting that Kuzan made him go after the Straw Hats then. Like, that's just so crazy.
is there a chance that Kuzan just kind of thinks like, Blackbeard, yeah, he's got his flaws, but I get it. Or do you think he's like on like acting? Like, do you think he's drinking the Kool-Aid?
I don't know if he's drinking the Kool-Aid. I think he's just generally wanting to do his own thing now. Ooh. Because now I'm thinking about justice prevailing. And he fought for his own style of justice, and that isn't what the Marines became. So Kuzan does have his own sense of justice, and he could be going at it from a pirate's perspective. I don't know.
It's lazy justice.
It's lazy justice, yeah.
But it's the justice that you do pursue.
And that doesn't mean he can't still be pursuing his own justice. So when I think of Garp saying justice will prevail, whose justice? It's literally the last thing that Garp said in the end of this chapter. Justice. Koby, don't panic. Justice will prevail. Whose justice?
Justice is an after the fact. AKA, he's ready. They're gonna die.
Justice is Doflamingo. History and justice, and whoever determines what it is decided by the winner. So you can say justice will prevail, but whose justice is going to prevail? It's the winners.
Maybe he means karma. I like that.
I don't know. All I know is that for the sake of how Garp has structured it, it's just, these boys, man, I think Garp is going to die. So we can. There weren't really many people in the chat, so we were definitely. We got 15 minutes to do a poll, so I'll go ahead and do the poll. What are you thinking? Garp dead or?
No? How about this? Is Kuzan? Has Kuzan drinking the Kool-Aid?
Is Kuzan, and it's Aokiji, truly evil, or his sense of justice? Evil. And we'll run that until the very end. Because I really do not know. In many cases, you could say that he's evil now. But also, I just don't know, man. Where are you leaning?
Well, so you get some ideas that Kuzan's always been a bit of a mystery, right?
Yup.
He didn't arrest Straw Hats. He let Robin go. He's always been a bit unusual, right? He doesn't.
You say
like,
that.
I don't want to go. He doesn't respect authority. He goes, hey, I don't want to. I don't. What did he say about like the training? He's like, they can't teach me anything. What did they say?
Yeah, he's like, I'm way beyond that level now.
Right. So he's always been a little bit like cocky. Doesn't respect authority. Laissez-faire. Lets pirates go. But he's very powerful, and it shows. His thing is lack or restraint of power. AKA, if he was a cop, he would pull you over and give you a citation. Sorry, I'd give you a warning.
That's fair.
His thing is like, hey, if you're not hurting if you're truly not like hurting anybody directly right now, you're not a threat to me. If you're not like, I'm not going to pursue you for something you've done in the past unless it's done direct orders. Okay. Why? He obviously he's as strong as he can get, right?
Mm-hmm.
At that point, and so, what I think he's been bad all along. I think he's it's not maybe that he's drinking the Kool-Aid, but he's always been like this. And then a pirate, he's always talked about his freedom. Look at this, don't tread on my freedom.
That's fair. That's very fair.
He could have always been a pirate. And remember when we were reading that chapter about Blackbeard when they first met, how unusual that was?
They were just hanging out at the bar. Just
like,
chilling.
Oh, he's obviously infiltrating them. But he had them in the palm of his hand. And Blackbeard was basically like, yo, chill, we're cool. We're just talking.
Yeah.
No reason to get too excited. You know, he had his balls in his hand, and he just sipping his tea. You know, he was unbothered by the world, and he was like, yeah, sure, I'll join you. Kuzan's bad. If he was a good guy, he wouldn't have left the Marines, or he would have, he would have done something else here.
Well, that's the conversation. Is this his own sense of justice, or is this something else?
Will he betray Blackbeard in the end? Maybe. But I think right now, I think he's drinking the Kool-Aid right now. Here, I'll vote.
Oh, no, you're good. Yeah, go ahead and vote. And for anyone who just jumped into the stream, because I just saw someone else just did, if you could give us a vote on your thoughts on Kuzan, I get it's definitely going to be. I'm hoping we continue this fight. If the next chapter, 1087, is titled Monkey D. Garp or anything of that sort, he's dead. I think that's fair to say. I would love for them. Go ahead.
Yeah. Would it be interesting to keep him alive?
No, I think it would be a very crucial change for Koby's character. I would love to see how Luffy responds. I do not know how Luffy would respond. I really don't. I really don't.
If Koby takes up the mantle of Garp and avenges him, then I completely think that Luffy will go, you got this, Koby. Yeah, it's in your hands. I trust you with this.
Well, I'm not even going that far as like a vendetta or anything like that. I'm just very interested if Luffy is going to be like truly hurt and upset, because they have a very fraught relationship. Like, he loves his grandpa. What's up?
That's going to be interesting to see. It'll give us a glimpse into how Oda views the world and how Oda feels.
No, I truly believe that, because we'll see. That's all I can say is we'll see. So, who's the MVP of this chapter? It's not Koby. I would say either Shiryu, Kuzan, Aokiji, or Garp.
Forgot about the man who's going to make the headline. Pizarro just came out like he was a baby from Last Stranding or whatever. It's basically like a Titan company, like a giant Titan that can't.
It is a Titan, yeah.
He's like on his back, and no. Everybody else was like fighting for their life. He just ended the game. I mean, you have to if you hit the rocks, it's gonna come crumbling down. If you hit if Garp was at full strength, yeah, he could hit the hand and all the debris would go flying and not hit the ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have Garp here. We have Koby, and Koby's like a junior. A junior rodeo burger when you needed a double big burger, you know.
Good analogy.
So when he said, so remember we were talking about that justice will prevail. He's saying, guys, don't try to save him or else you're gonna hurt yourself right now. I mean, we can't help him. You know, I mean, he's in despair right now. His eyes are far off. This is a different look than when I was like, oh yeah, he's full of life right here.
Yeah, well, again, he hasn't been stabbed yet, and he took Kuzan. Wait, are we gonna say that Kuzan has Conqueror's Haki? Or was that just Garp?
It would be a great difference between why he lost against Aokiji. Like on their big fight, is if he has Conquerors and he doesn't, but then they wouldn't have lasted this long. So I'm either way on that, or that he learned it as they're fighting.
I could see that.
I kind of like the idea that he doesn't have Conqueror's Haki, because he says that I don't know any of that crap.
Well, he's not a conqueror. lazy justice is not a conqueror. Absolute justice is a conqueror. I think that's the best way of putting it. Does that make sense? Yeah, that it screams conqueror to me. But and again, it's not saying that X person is a conqueror, but their personalities and their drives leads them to having the depiction of a conqueror.
Look at page 11 when he's gearing up for this ice glove. No conqueror sparks.
That's fair. So he's hitting him with a devil fruit, and he's getting hit with conquerors.
But right, but I was like, well, how come we didn't freeze over? Because he's hockey, so it doesn't affect him. Got it.
Dude, that 1-2 punch is just
even. So after he was weakened, it was even, or
I'd say after he was weakened, it was even.
yeah. But man, Kuzan's strong. He can do the same thing. So I don't know. Maybe, but the Conqueror's hockey is the equalizer there. He just doesn't know how Conqueror's hockey.
Let's see here. Yeah, I'm just going back. What's up? Go ahead.
Yeah. I was just stuttering basically. If you're just going back trying to distract time, I can think of this to talk about. I was also fooled because Kuzan already has black belt gloves on, so it could be that ice glove thing is not Conqueror's hockey, just double power. No, because his hand is light.
Yeah, because it's an ice glove. It's like surrounded by ice. I do think it's armament on his fist, but that could just be me. You raised a formidable foe. Consider yourself expelled, you dunce. I don't see. I think this is the perfect person to kill Garp. Dude. Only other thing that I had, I'm just trying to circle back around to it, is Garp is a dirty fighter. Homeboy spit fire at him. Garp literally did this. Bloop! And then he looked at it and was like, what do I do with these fireballs? Oh yeah, pirate fireballs! That was funny. He literally turned...
He looked down on pirates.
Dude, he literally turned them into like launching literal grenades. That was amazing. It looks like the poll is at about 6-7 votes, and there's a clear winner. So I'll announce that. Oh, that was close. I almost logged out of the stream. I'll announce that pretty soon. But we're almost at the hour, which is pretty crazy. Any thoughts on who? It sounds like you're leading like Pizarro is the thumbnail.
If you did that, I think that'd be great. And also, I've liked his character for a while. There was always a theory that he was some kind of burrowing, like, man. Remember when he was introduced in FL Down, they're like, oh yeah, these tunnels were already created before we got here. So it was like, okay, is Pizarro like some kind of like tunneling guy? Is he anyway? So we always knew like
That's
something
fair.
was up like that. So I think it'd be fun if he had that island fruit while he was in Impel Down, and then just became like a section of it, you know?
That would be very interesting. I'm trying to formulate my thoughts around like the options and opportunities. At least in that level 6 of Impel Down and all the criminals there. Possibly he could have not have had a fruit, but then I can't think of any times when he was in water or anything like that where it was like, oh, definitely didn't have fruit then. Yeah.
So like just take over Marineford.
That's fair. He would have been able to do that then.
But I don't think he would have done that.
Do you think that this island is going to get up and start walking around? Because it looked like he was pushing out legs.
No, no. This is the ability right here. It's like it's because it's not like no. Well, it could be, but I just love the idea of it just being like, you know, the arms and legs like on your back thing. Like, yeah. Anyway, we'll see. But I like the idea of that.
I'm gonna go with the option that he's not gonna stand all the way up, but he's still gonna have like legs, and it's gonna be the Titan on their back thing, just like blah 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 blah. Because he would just be devastating if he was actually like standing up. This is literally the hyped up the second version of Pika's fruit, which is pretty nuts when you actually lay it out that way. Other than that, all I've got is that Hibari is definitely in love with Koby.
Really bad?
Huh? I don't think so. I'm just saying that she's definitely in love with Koby. Because that's the first thing that she said when she thawed out. Can someone tell me where Koby is? It's like, girl, you can't say I'm cold. You don't want to be like, can someone get me something to eat? Let me get some hot chocolate. Where's my man?
It's cold. The girl's sweating over Koby. You know what I'm saying?
Like, literally. And with that, I think it is a great place to end it. We just crossed the hour mark. As far as the poll, whether Kuzan or Aokiji is truly evil or is this his sense of justice, the community says that Kuzan has been and forever will be evil. He is the evil apprentice. There is always the evil apprentice that comes back to kill the master. Any final thoughts, Drew? It was a short chapter. Again, we always get a lot of really heat stuff during these short chapters, but...
Next chapter prediction is, yeah, let's get some more Garp. Let's see what happens here. Or this would be a good cliffhanger to go back to Luke or whatever else they're going to do.
Unfortunately, I think you're right in that regards. This is the cliffhanger that we would need to come back to afterwards and find out everything that would happen. So I do think that's the case.
Or the next chapter, panel 1, is just, boom, this ship gets destroyed and like sheer panic in everyone's eyes.
That's fair. However, I'm gonna go ahead with we're going back to Egghead. I guess it sounds like you're with the Garp.
I'm hoping you're right. I would like it to be paused right here. This is a good pause for me. I want Garp to be alive for a little longer. Let's go to Egghead for a bit.
Right. I'll agree with that. I'll definitely agree with that. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and call the stream there. I'm going to go ahead and end the poll, meaning that 67% of our community believes that Aokiji is evil. It is so good to be back. For those who are looking for more content, we have watch lists, we have the roundtables that we've been doing the last few weeks. We are back. We are back. We are back. I hope we get 3 straight chapters and then go on break and we're back in our rotation. And yeah, it's straight ahead for the end of the arc. Hopefully, do you think we'll finish Egghead this year? It depends on how many chapters, right? Because we've got what, 2 more? July, August, September, October, November, and then so like 15 chapters for the rest of the year at the most. The most.
Beat Saturn, deal with the admirals, and then go on. Where are we going next? Elbaf?
Probably to save Kid. It would be amazing if Beppo took him to, well, the next island would be Elbaf from Winter's Island. So it would be amazing if they all met up on Elbaf and Luffy's just like, what the hell happened to you? We were just at Egghead, like, having a great time, and Kid and Law are just like, We picked the wrong island. I can see that.
But if Law came to Shanks injured, and Shanks would help.
Shanks is gone.
Oh, that's right.
That's why Elbaf would literally be Luffy showing up, Kid being half dead somewhere, Law showing up being half dead because Beppo saved him, and took off to who knows where. So, a lot to speculate and a lot of fun. And with that, we are going to go ahead and take off. Thank you to Samurai Drew for stopping by. Thank you to everyone who has stopped by. Be sure to like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. And also be sure to check out our other videos. As we go through, always remember that anime is adulting. Peace.